Hey guys, it's Raul again, and today I'll be bringing you monthly recommendations for the month of May. So Monthly Recommendations is a Goodreads group created by Trina from Between Chapters and Kayla from Kayla Rain. I will link all of the pertinent information down below for you guys to join in and recommend books with us every single month. I took a little break from recommending books a little bit just because I wasn't having time to do it, but I was doing monthly recommendations every single month for a while, and it's been, I think, like 3 months or so, maybe 4 months since I've done it. I had to jump into May's topic. I thought I wasn't going to do this one because the theme for this month is contemporary, and I don't usually read a lot of contemporary, but I do still read it, and I do still really enjoy it. And then going through my shelves, I noticed that I had quite a bit of contemporaries that I've really enjoyed and want to recommend to you guys today. The first one is probably my favorite one on this list, so I'm just going to mention it right now and get it over with because I've mentioned this book on my channel way too many times. And that book is The Red Umbrella by Cristina Diaz-Gonzalez. This is more like a historical kind of contemporary. I mean, it takes place in the 1960s, so it's not too far back, but it's about a girl named Lucia who moves from Cuba to the United States with her brother without her parents, and it deals with culture shock and kind of having her step up to the responsibility of taking care of her brother without her parents being around and everything. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I've done full review about it, I've talked about it on favorite books of the year and everything. So yeah, I'm just not going to talk about this anymore. Go read it if you haven't. The next 2 books are from the same author, and that is Eleanor and Fangirl, both by Rainbow Rowell. I really enjoy Rainbow Rowell's writing and everything, and these 2 books are definitely some of my favorite ones of hers. I know that a lot of people have talked about these millions and millions of times here on BookTube, so I'm not really going to go into detail on the synopsis, but these are definitely 2 of my favorite ones. Fangirl definitely being more enjoyable, I feel, than Eleanor and Park, even though I really enjoyed them both equally. But Fangirl was the first Rainbow Rowell book that I read, and I absolutely loved it. And it was one of those rare books where I finished it, and as soon as I got to the very end, all I wanted to do was go back to the beginning and read it all over again. So that is how much I enjoyed Fangirl and Rainbow Rowell and her writing and everything. So I definitely had to make this list as favorite contemporaries. The next book is also one that I have talked about multiple times on this channel, and that is We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. This is a story about these 4 teenagers when there's a comet on the way to destroy Earth and everything, and it's their 4 stories leading up to the comet coming to Earth because they don't know if they are going to survive or not. So it's them trying to figure out what they're going to do with the rest of their lives, what's going to happen, if they're going to make it alive through this or not. I really loved this book. I know this doesn't have the greatest ratings on Goodreads. A lot of people seem to not enjoy it as much as I did, but I absolutely loved it, so it had to make this list of favorite contemporaries. And the next book is also one that has a lot of kind of mixed reviews, but I personally really enjoyed it. I read this one before I started booktubing and everything, and that is Paper Towns by John Green. I loved this book. I loved Quentin as a main character. I absolutely loved his parents. I loved the road trip aspect that there is in here, and I actually really liked the ending. You know, contrary to popular opinion, I really enjoyed the way that it ended. I feel like not every contemporary needs to be super fluffy and romantic and have a great ending where the 2 main characters end up falling in love and coming together and everything, and this one didn't have that, and I really enjoyed that because it felt more realistic. The next one is also definitely one that I highly recommend, and a lot of people here have also read it, and that is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alida Sainz, about 2 Mexican-American boys growing up, discovering their love for each other, and just like wonderful, beautiful amazingness. I loved this book. It is a super quick read. The chapters are really short, so it's one that you guys can definitely get through very quickly. I've heard of a few people who don't enjoy it, but for the most part, a lot of people really love this one. If you guys haven't read it, I'd highly recommend it. I loved the writing. I loved Aristotle and Dante. Their parents are absolutely amazing. Like, yes, I loved this book. And the next one is also a book that I feel like a lot of people don't enjoy as much as I do, but I absolutely loved it, and that was Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick. And this was about a boy named Leonard Peacock who one day decides to murder a boy at school and then kill himself. So then it's kind of him backtracking as to why he decided to do these things, saying goodbye to the few people that he really loves and admires in his life and everything, and kind of deciding on whether or not he actually wants to go through with this. So yeah, I love this one. I connected with this main character so well. That's probably why I ended up enjoying it so much, because I was able to connect with the characters so well. And yeah, I love this one. I thought it was beautiful and amazing and wonderfully told, and there were aspects in here that I really thought were really well done. So yeah. And the last book that I have on this list is probably a more recent read. I read this one probably like 3 months ago or so, and that is A World Without You by Beth Revis. This is about a boy named Bo who believes he can time travel, and when his girlfriend dies, he thinks that he just left her back in time, that they had traveled back in time, he had left her behind, so now he's trying to go rescue her, even though everybody else around him is trying to tell him that she committed suicide. So it deals with mental illness and everything, and I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was beautifully written and everything. There's a scene in here where they kind of go back in time to like the Titanic when it first starts sinking and everything that I just absolutely loved. I just like, I can picture it so vividly in my mind, and I thought it was just so well written, and it's definitely one of my favorite scenes in contemporary books. So yeah guys, that is it for my monthly recommendations from May. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of these and what your thoughts are, and if there are any other contemporaries that you think I should read. I normally tend to gravitate toward contemporaries that deal with more darker themes. I don't really read a lot of kind of fluffy, romancy kind of contemporaries, but I do like darker themes inside my contemporaries and everything. So let me know down below if you guys have any recommendations for those. Thank you guys all again for watching, and I will see you all next time.